Cool. Anyway, we had a TikTok comment question.
Yes.
Is cricket posh in the UK?
Yeah.
Answered.
Yeah, one word, yeah. What annoys me about it is I'd say a lot of it is like self-imposed and self-insistent, and that's it. Can I be really serious for a second?
Yeah. Shall I clip this in black and white?
Yeah, obviously. I think the thing about cricket as a sport is it enjoys the creation and the upholding of barriers and a lot of things that kind of said about who cricket is for and why it's for them. And it's a mixture between things said and things done. There are obviously massive institutional barriers in terms of pathways into county teams, pathways into the England team. Playing cricket is often professionally for posh people.
Yeah.
What I think is really upsetting is that the suggestion then is often that like working class people aren't playing cricket. They are.
Because
they're just being ignored. They just don't really have any way of turning that into a professional career at the same rate that, you know, posh people often do.
And I think it's obviously getting better because you've got Tavs do their Wickets programme, Chance to Shine, Ace programme,
Freddie Flintoff's
Saka.
Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You've got so many initiatives and programmes that are doing that outreach in schools that wouldn't necessarily get cricket on the curriculum, because it's actually really hard to get cricket on the curriculum in schools.
Yeah.
When I was a coach. But especially up in Scotland, like we had a massive issue at our club where we couldn't really get juniors through, and it was not because kids weren't interested necessarily, it's because they actually just didn't have cricket in schools.
Yes.
And it was really hard to, not that I actually was involved in this, I was just involved in wider conversations, but like people found it really hard to convince the council, convince the local schools to actually have cricket as their sport. Like it was always football or rugby or something. Obviously they're winter sports, but you know what I mean. Like the summer sport just wasn't cricket. So therefore, if you haven't got the schools invested, then kids are going to have to stumble upon programs like Wickets, Chance to Shine, etc., 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 which in Scotland is definitely not as popular as it is down here, London.
I think people often make this weird excuse. They're like, oh yeah, but like you can't just like play cricket anywhere. You need a load of equipment. But if you look at people worldwide and the photos you'll see anytime someone ever finds someone in a weird place playing cricket with weird instruments, that's a cop out when people say stuff like that to make it sound like the only way any kids ever played cricket is by being given a grey Knicks cricket bat and full pads. Like if people want to do something, they will find ways to do it in terms of like very like street sport, recreational sport. I think one of the things I find really grating about the current setup is if you look at something like Saka and the number of recent success stories they're having of people actually breaking through into county teams. And the story is basically always the same. They were just like completely ignored and overlooked, to which they then required like Saka to, you know, give them a chance. Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, wow, look how good this person really is. Yeah. Shock horror. Oh, I wonder how no one noticed them for these years. And it's like, well, you just weren't looking.
Yeah.
And I said it in such a mealy-mouthed way, but I think that is what I said when it's like, it's a weird thing of mixture of like things said and things done. Is I think there are just a lot of like attitudes about where you get professional cricketers from and quite firm beliefs as to like where the set pathways are. And I think when you talk about is cricket posh, overwhelmingly one of the reasons why it feels like you would say yes is because professional cricketers are often coming from the same kind of pots.
Yeah.
And they are
the same private schools in the same areas.
Yes.
And I think as well, if you're looking at UK cricket and you're thinking of it as a spectator, you're thinking about Lords.
Right.
And Lords is obviously the most sort of
posh place in the world. Really?
And you look at the people in the pavilion and it's all, you know, the same kind of person. And a lot of people would be forgiven for looking at that sort of person and think, that's not me. Yeah. And if I can stay London-centric for a moment.
Please do.
You compare the audience at Lords to the audience at the Kia Oval.
Which is
and there's
way
a stark
better.
contrast between the two spectator pools. So I think, wow, we've got really serious. But that's okay. We do know things.
I just stuck my tongue out to make sure.
Like whenever we watch something at the Oval, I'm like, wow. Like there's so many young people here. There's so many...
Way more women as well, I take from the Oval compared to Lords.
Whereas Lords is like just
blokes.
man-central and not in a good way.
and they're all white as well. Like that's the other thing. It's like, I think not, this is the most serious thing we've ever said, but like,
Whoa.
I think
I'm
all
scared.
discussions of poshness in cricket also are quite intersectional conversations.
Yeah.
Where they kind of, you're also really talking
Poshness
about
and whiteness.
class.
Yeah.
You're talking about race, and you're talking about gender. They are all, because really when we're saying is cricket posh, what we are saying is cricket a sport for middle class white men and above predominantly?
Yeah, definitely in the UK.
And I'd say then, like, if you look at women's cricket, that is equally like middle class in terms of the people playing it.
I think as well, because if you're looking at it from a club level, right? Think about all the men who play club cricket, who have kids. They have to have somebody at home looking after their kids while they go and play cricket for 7 hours.
Yeah.
Right? So then, as a woman, for whatever reason, if you also want to play cricket, suddenly it's crazy to get your husband to look after the kids on a Sunday so that you can go and play cricket. But the other way around, it's completely fine. So there's obviously like a massive, at the participation level, there's a massive issue with children
Yes.
as well, right? Because it takes all day, and it's so much easier for the man to go out for the whole day than the woman.
Yes.
So you've got an issue there, and like obviously then it's predominantly middle class people who are actually A, not working at the weekend, and B, able to take that time away to do something for themselves. Because if you're having to work at the weekend, or you don't have a childcare option or something, then it makes it way harder to actually play cricket. So there's so many financial barriers around cricket that aren't just like, how much is the session, how much is the kit, you know, like there's time issues and childcare issues and sort of perception as well around playing the game.
It's a privilege to be able to just disappear for 7 hours on a weekend.
100%.
Right? Like that's
why so many women's teams are mums and girls, because it's something that they can do together. But then, and obviously you do get fathers and sons playing
quite
as
a lot.
well. And I think that's nice on both sides.
Yeah,
but like,
that is nice.
Quite often it has to be one of the two.
Yeah.
And I don't think you get that with many other sports.
No, I don't think so.
My parents dropped me off to every single sport under the sun, but we never did any of it together.
No.
I didn't even play cricket as a kid. I don't know how that would have worked. We didn't do it at school, but...
Again, going back to the point about cricket in schools.
It's only recently that my school has changed to allow girls to do cricket as their summer sport.
Well, I think about other schools in Watford, and I think my school played a disproportionate amount of cricket because we were really a posh boys' school. And I think to me, it's like, you know, almost, dare I say, feels like normal because it's like what you're used to.
Yeah.
But you lack any awareness of the world at large if you think that's the case for everyone and anyone else.
Yeah, big
which
time.
I don't.
Well, we got really serious just then.
Yeah. Maybe we should... What can we do as a podcast to make cricket, more accessible? What can we do? It's a serious point.
That is a really good question.
I mean, talking about it is actually good. Like, it's a first step, isn't it, right, to anything?
Acceptance is the first step.
Hey, look, we can all have podcast mics, but it matters what we use those podcast mics for.
Maybe we're woke for talking about this.
Are we
the
wokest cricket podcast? That's a serious point.
I think we might be.
We are the friend who's too woke.
Yeah.
The pod who's too woke. Yeah, not to be the pod who's too woke.
But
like...
We need to fix accessibility. Oh my God, I can't even speak. We need to fix accessibility issues in cricket.
Yeah, it's a minor task.
Make cricket for all.
Guys, we have to intervene. Yeah, we're going to have to intervene.
What if we single-handedly save cricket?
That would be cool.
Double-handed, there's two of us, I suppose.
Yeah, double-handedly.
Two-handedly.
Two-handedly. That'd be weird. We'd only be using one hand each.
Like a three-legged race. Two of our hands are tied together.
Yeah, as long as I can still hold my mic in my left hand.
Well, we could tie our mic hands together, right?
Yeah.
And then we do all the saving with our other hand.
But I then have to use my left hand, which, like, I'm right-handed.
All right. Can't all be Ben Calloway, can we?
So good. Got me. We've just got
Ben.
so serious.
Yeah, we need to sort of lighten the mood a bit. Do you want me to rap? No.
No, we'll do a musical episode at some point, but not today.
Not today. So in conclusion, yes, cricket is posh in the UK.
Yeah.
But also we're experiencing a sort of woke issue right now.
Yeah, we've made that question so woke from a whimsical silly posh sport to no, but we actually seriously need to think about like the institutional barriers that are both preventing people from getting into the game, preventing progress within the game, and then I would dare say still affect players within the professional game by virtue of the fact that their lived experience is so different to the majority of people that they're now playing cricket with.
Yes.
So it's woke and it's posh.
Posh and woke.
Which,
how do people feel about that?
I think that's the new name of this podcast.
Posh and woke.
Posh and woke.
It's like the Spice Girls.
You're posh and I'm woke.
Yeah.
Like, we can't argue with that.
No, you can't. That just is.
Factually posh than me. I don't... Do I outflank you on wokeness?
I think so.
I think so. Which is crazy because you're a woman.
I know.
Obviously, being a woman is woke. Like, we've established this. What's the wokest thing in cricket? Women's cricket.
Women's cricket.
Women's cricket.